Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am finally filming a binder tour video. This is way long overdue. I don't think I filmed one last year. I honestly can't remember when the last time was that I filmed a binder tour, so things are gonna be looking quite a bit different from that last video. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to split this video into two parts. So we're going to have all of my 17 binders in this video and then all of my non-17 binders in the other video. I can already tell that this one's going to be a lot longer than the other one just because my collection is primarily 17. I have 7 binders total to share with you guys. 4 of them are this size, the A5 size, and 3 of them are the A4 size. So did I get that? No, sorry. A4, so 4 of them are A4 and 3 are A5. I think I got that right now. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I'm just gonna go in the order that makes sense to me. So gonna go from like my primary collection to my just like random binders kind of, if that makes sense. Starting off with binder number 1, this is my Scoups binder. So everything that is in here is album photo cards, both Korean and Japanese album photo cards. I do have some non-album photo cards in the Japanese section, but that is only because they do much less pops and they don't do fan sign photo cards for their Japanese albums, just like some pre-order benefits and exclusives. So I've just kept those here instead of having them in my other pre-order benefit binder. So this one has his full Korean album photo card collection. I have said this a lot throughout my videos on my YouTube channel, but I love the 7-card layout. For some reason, that's just what works best for me and what I like the most. Sometimes when I have the full page with all 9 pockets filled, it sometimes feels a little heavy and just like messy if the cards don't all coordinate. So this is how I have found to organize them best for myself. So this is mostly in chronological order except for this first page. We have Boys B and Love Letter Repack, but I do have AL1 in the middle, and that is because these are all the Polaroid type photo cards. So priority for me when I'm organizing my binders is I have a 7-card layout typically, if that works out, and then I try to do it in chronological order, but I sometimes prioritize aesthetics. So I really think about my page layout a lot when I do my binder, and I've spent so much time organizing and reorganizing all of my binders, and I'm really happy with them. So this is what works best for me. May not work for you, but I'm just sharing what I like. So I'm just gonna flip through these. I do have some areas where like this would have been a 5-card layout if I had just left it as is. So I want to get the Going 17 and AL1 HMVs, so this becomes a 7-card layout, and then Going 17 is with Going 17, and then AL1 is right after the AL1 album photo cards. Same with Director's Cut. These 2 are Director's Cut. I used to have the lenticular here, but I recently switched most all of my binder supplies to Meow Cafe. I absolutely love their binder supplies, super high quality, and I absolutely love it. So I used to have like the larger pocket pages that fit the Japanese trading cards and like the Monster X photo cards, which are wider. But what I didn't like about that was just the amount of space around the photo card. And on top of that, it just, you could always see through to the next page, and then the photo card was always just moving around in it. And I didn't really like that, and I got tired of it. I've had it like that for so many years, like since I started collecting 17 in like 2020. So it's been a long time, and I finally just bit the bullet and made the change. So all of the sleeves that are this size are actually popcorn sleeves. And then the pages are Meow Cafe. And that's what I have going on right now. So we have Teenage and then Director's Cut in the middle. And this is another place where like I don't just go in order of the photo cards. director's cut has less photo cards, so I'm putting them in the middle, and then it makes sense to me to have teenage and teenage. Then we have You Make My Day, and I did put his HMV here. So it got to a point where I was just like putting the HMVs in the middle. And for their earlier albums, they never really did pre-order benefits. That became more popularized later on. So for all the first albums, they only ever did stuff with HMV. So that's what I have here. Same with You Made My Dawn. I have the HMV in the middle. And then we have an ode, and again, there were 4 photo cards per version, and there were 5 versions, and that's just like a bit tricky to lay everything out. So I have another HMV here, and I've just honestly just gone off of vibes. Then we get to Hengare, and again, I have a photo card in here just because, just me trying to make sense of how I'm organizing everything. But we end Hengare here. We have Your Choice and then semicolon, which is one of the few albums that only has 2 photo cards. And then this is Ataka. And I do have some of his concept photo cards from like the mini binder, the Carat version here. And then we get into Face the Sun. Not much to explain there. It's just how I've organized it. And then we have Your Choice, not Your Choice, Sector 17. And yes, I do have 2 of his Kinos. I did get his Kino when the album was first released, and then I think I was in a store and I saw a Sector 17 Kino, and I was like, oh, this concept is really pretty and I really liked it. Let me just buy the Kino just for the hell of it, see who I pull. And I pulled Scoups, which never happens, so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it here because it does like round out the page well. And then this is just a sticker, one of the larger inclusions in the middle. And then you will see that sometimes I have the QR photo card from the Weverse version, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the layout, what worked best. And then we move on to FML. This photo card took me way too long to get because I didn't want to pay for the full deluxe album because it's so expensive. But is this the right one? No, I did get this one. It was the one for the next. I'll get to him. Anyway, I'll get to that when I get to there. Yeah, FML, and then we have 17th Heaven. I'm so glad I got this photo card. Actually, I didn't even get this in the group order because the group order I joined pulled 0 Scoups, but then a friend of mine was hosting her own group order and she had extra Kinos that she had bought, and she did pull multiple Scoups, so she traded with me, so that was really nice of her. This is the one. The 17 is right here, deluxe version. I decided not to buy it this time because I just didn't want to spend that money. And I never really joined a group order for it either, so I ended up just never having him. And of course, this is going to be the deluxe version that everybody wanted because it ended up being so cute. So it took me a really long time to find him for a decent price because, yeah, nobody was really pricing him according to, you get a full set of album photo cards there in that album, and people were definitely overpricing him, but did eventually get him. And then we have Spill the Feels. And Happy Birthday is the last one for the group comebacks. And then we do have Hype Vibes in the back. So very last page is all of his Hype Vibe photo cards, including the QR and the 2-unit photo cards. Super cute. I was so happy when I saw this was going to be like a beach concept. My favorite photo cards are in this set for sure. And then this next section is all the Japanese album photo cards. So that's how I have it split up. We have We Make You. So this is not an album photo card. Again, this is like the one HMV that they did for this era. We have Happy Ending. And I put Teenage back here because I didn't have space for it at the front. And because it's blue, it kind of like fits the vibe. So she's a straggler, but it's okay. So just stay back here. Then we have Fallen Flower. I don't have all of the additional photo cards for Fallen Flower. I used to have a different HMV here, but then I got this one, which is one of the later rounds. And I like this one a lot more because it's a selfie. So I just put this one here and took the other one out. Then we have 24 Hour. This is Hitori Janai and Ainochi Kara. These two photo cards, some of my all-time favorite Scoups photo cards ever. Absolutely adore these two so much. Then we have Dream. I do have a little filler here because I do want to get his lucky draw because it's hollow and it's in this same outfit, and I think that's really adorable, but it is really pricey, so if I ever find it for a good price, I will put it there. Then we have, did I say this was Dream? I don't know if I said what this was, but Dream, Always Yours. And then Shoei Kijin. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but expiration date is the English translation, I guess. Same here, I want the Weaver's Lucky Draw that is in this outfit with the curly hair, or wavy hair, I guess, but super expensive, so we'll see if we ever get him. But that is it for this binder. This is all of Scoups' album photo cards he's ever released. Moving on to the next binder. This is the next binder. She is very full. She also has a new binder cover. I made a new one for this one because I was just reusing an old one, and I had just never gotten around to making a new one for it. So super happy with how this turned out. I made a lot of new binder covers for all my binders and like dividers, and I'm super happy with how they turned out. So this one is for all of his pre-order benefits and fan signed photo cards and exclusive photo cards for the Korean comebacks and the Korean releases. So on the first page, I have a lot of like the An Ode. This is like a Taiwan exclusive from You Make My Day. And then the rest I think are all from An Ode. This was like a GV event. And then the rest are, well, this is Japan Arena. I think these two are Happy Ending, and then these two are An Ode. And they're all HMVs. Again, they used to do a lot with HMV, and now I actually don't even think they're under the same label in Japan, or they just like ended their contract with HMV. I don't know, but yeah, all of the pre-order benefits. I do not collect every single last exclusive photo card for him because it is a lot. This is already extremely full, and this is honestly the majority of what has ever been released. And it's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of really repetitive photo cards. So you're gonna see towards the end, I've started to be more selective for some of the albums and some of the comebacks if I don't really love that era or that concept a lot. So moving right in, we have some of my all-time favorites, Hengare. Absolutely adore this. Like, these two photo cards, I know that a lot of people have searched for them for ages. They are so good. I somehow was able to find somebody selling a set with them. So happy I have those. And this one, I think this one's Apple Music. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, for all of these photo cards, actually for any binder, if you have a question about what a photo card is or where it's from or where I got it, feel free to leave a comment and ask me. I'm more than happy to tell you. I'm not gonna remember where each and every one of these is from. And if I tried to do that, this video would be literally like a day long because there's just so much. So if there's anything that caught your eye or that you want more information on, feel free to just leave us timestamp and like what number on the page it is, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of whatever is in the page. And I will be more than happy to tell you where it's from. So yeah, this is Hengare, some of my all-time favorites. And then we have Semicolon. I love this one, and I really do not like photo cards that have a brick background, but the red glasses just get me every single time. I also love this like ashy blonde hair. It looks so good on him. Your Choice is also top tier. How can you not like the photo cards with the flowers? So gorgeous. This is also a photo card that I think a lot of people look for. I can't remember what store it is, but it's like a pre-order benefit. And then the Your Choice broadcast looks a lot like this one. So I've left a space for it just because I was reorganizing, but I already know that it's going to be almost impossible to get it. So maybe one day down the line, I might just take this out and put something else in here. But for now, I'm just leaving it in here. There are a couple of broadcasts that I know that I'm either never going to get, or it's going to take a very long time for me to get it just because they go for so much, because they're obviously out of print. But yeah, for now, I've just kept in the ones that I think might be attainable at some point. And then we have Ataka. This is Richening. Their photo card is smaller. I'm not gonna try to refocus that, but their photo cards are smaller than average, which is kind of annoying because then you still see the gap around. But this is why I like this setup much more, because with the old setup, it was like so much space around. This is more Ataka. I really liked these photos on the rooftop. And then we go to Face the Sun. I love this one. There's another photo card. I think it's a lucky draw. I think it's a Japan lucky draw. Same outfit and like the red on his face, and that one goes for so much money because it's hollow and it's beautiful. But yeah, then we get into Sector 17. And this is FML, the coveted Kuma photo cards. I got these right when they were releasing. I started collecting 17 around, I think it was a Your Choice era. So when I started collecting him and I started venturing into his pre-order benefits and fan sign photo cards and everything else that's not album photo cards, I was thankfully really early on in the process and quick to start joining group orders on Instagram. So I joined group orders for all of these Your Choice photo cards. Like all of these Your Choice photo cards, I got them because I joined group orders for them. And then getting Semicolon and Hengare at that time was really easy for me to go back and just like get these photo cards at the time. So that was a saving grace for me, that I was able to, you know, hop on that bandwagon so early on and not have to collect all of these photo cards retroactively. But yeah, we have Face the Sun. We did go through Face the Sun. This is Sector 17. Ignore the cat hair if you see any, because there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, this is where we were. The Kuma photo cards. So lucky that I was able to join group orders for them as they were being released, because I know that people pay a lot of money for these right now. And in some of these, I don't have the FML broadcast, but for later eras, I do have most of his broadcasts because they started releasing OT13 sets for the broadcast, not random ones. So they were a lot easier to find people selling them. And then we get into 17th Heaven. 17th Heaven is probably my largest section, and that is because it's pink coupes. It is absolutely a 10 out of 10 for me. I love this concept so much, and yes, it did get repetitive, but I love it so much that I was okay with getting so many repetitive photo cards. And honestly, like on this page, I guess, I don't know. These two are obviously really similar. The rest I feel like are different enough for me. And there's still some that I'm waiting on, and then some that I want to get, that I'm waiting for them to be priced a little bit better. This one was a pain to get, but my friend pulled through and she found it for a good price, and she was like, hey, I just snagged this for you. And I was like, thank you so much. She has helped me a lot with Coops's collection and finding some of those like more rare photo cards. So super happy about that. Absolutely love the glasses. Oh my God. Love it. 10 out of 10, no notes. I think this is the broadcast for 17th Heaven. And then we get into 17 is right here. And this is probably one of my shorter sections from like the newer eras. I have a bunch of photo cards because I didn't really like these concepts that much. So I have like 3 pages, I think. This is a broadcast for 17 is right here. I think this is the last page. Yeah, and then we go into Spill the Feels. Spill the Feels is also a pretty large section. Again, love the concept, love the look of everything. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have like the tour lucky draws in here as well. Yeah, so this is one of the tour lucky draws. And then I do have this one. This is from the LA pop-up. I was there in person, lined up at like 5:45 in the morning, 6 a.m., something like that. Got into the store probably around 1 p.m. and we literally grabbed the last few albums that they had. That was insane, and I shouldn't say never, but I really have no desire to ever do that again. I did not line up for anything this tour because it was just, I couldn't be bothered, honestly. It's too much effort. But I did get this one. Like, we did pull like 2, I think. No, I think we only pulled 1, and it was out of one of the albums that I had purchased. So yes. And then yeah, this is the rest of them. We have lucky draws, some of the venue photo cards as well. And this is the other one that was a lucky draw from the tour. And I think this is the last Spill the Feels. Nope, yes. And then we get into Happy Birthday. I love this. I absolutely adore this line of lucky draws so much. For Happy Birthday, I was really a lot more mindful of what I was getting. And even if I really loved a concept a lot, I still was being very picky and just like, hey, if you already have one of each of these and the other set looks very similar, you do not need to get it and you do not need to spend that money. This was also released around the time that I moved to a new apartment, so there was a lot going on in my life at the time, between getting a raise at work, getting promoted at work, actually moving to a new apartment, and just some health issues with my cat. She's fine now, but there was just a lot going on at the time, so I was trying to be very mindful of what I did and did not claim in group orders. I actually hosted for Happy Birthday, but I didn't host for any of the lucky draws. And as you can see, I'm still trying to find some of the lucky draws because I just did not join for everything that I saw. And I cannot remember which is the broadcast photo card. I think it's this one. I think this is a broadcast photo card. And yeah, I say that I was really mindful, and I have like literally 5 pages. Just ignore that. Anyway, and then we have Hype Vibes. So these unit photo cards, I'm not a fan of unit photo cards or group photo cards, but these selfies with Mingyu and Coops, adore them. I wanted all of them. So I hosted for Hype Vibes as well. So all of these are from my group order. And yeah, and then we have another section back here, and this section is basically for all of the pre-order benefits. Same deal, same type of photo cards that are in this section, but for every other member that is not Coops, because I have a problem. And I at some point started claiming a lot of other members and like getting a lot of other members' photo cards because I thought they were super cute and I really loved them. So that's what this section is for. This is basically proving my lack of control. Hengare, I have worked long and hard for these 2 pages of Hengare because photo cards for this era are some of their absolute best in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree with that. And these are super hard to find because it was the first era that they actually did a lot of photo card, like not a lot of photo cards. Yes, there were a lot of photo cards, but it was the first era that they did more pre-order benefits and actually did fan signed photo cards and like Gizu photo cards. So this is one of my all-time favorites ever. I adore this Woozy so much. I do not know how I was able to find a set for the price that I did, but I'm so happy that I did because I've been searching for that basically since I started collecting 17. So count it like 5 or 6 years. Yeah. And this is the other page, just trying to get one more here and another one up here. These are richening, which is why they're so small. But yeah, absolutely love these. Another page that I adore, and I do not know how I was able to find these two photo cards for good prices, because these are other ones that I've been searching for like 5 years and have been super hard to find, extremely overpriced. Not necessarily, well, whatever. I'm not gonna get into what people consider overpricing and what is not, but for the longest time I only had these and I wanted these so badly. Again, I don't like the brick background, but I just really love the glasses on June and the beret on Woozy, and I needed it, and I'm so glad that I was able to find them. I honestly am very lucky that I have a lot of my holy grails in my collection. Super thankful for that. I've been very lucky to find a lot of photo cards for a good price. If you hear that in the background, that's my cat scratching her little cardboard sofa bed. Okay, yeah, so that's semicolon, and then we move on to your choice. During your choice, I did not just claim Scoups, but I also claimed June in a lot of the group orders that I joined, which is why I have all of these, including Cone June, which I know is a very coveted photo card. These are all literally from that era, in the moment when people were hosting group orders. These I all, except for how, all of these I found at a K-pop store that they were selling them for like $2, and I was like, oh, these are so cute. They're Apple Music pre-order benefits or like fan sign photo cards or something. And then Attaka, again, Lab June. I was still joining for June as well in these in this era, but I think I actually ended up selling most of my June photo cards for this era, except for these. I know that this one's one that people like a lot as well, and the Minghao version of this one, the Christmas one with the wreath around his head, I know that that one goes for a lot. This is one of my favorite Vernon photo cards. And then we have Face the Sun. These are hollow. These three are hollow. I think these are all On in Asia photo cards. Love them. Super cute. I was searching for this photo card for a very long time as well. This is, I think, his first round of YesU fan sign photo cards. I'm so glad I was able to find that Hoshi. And these three are my favorite Hoshi photo cards ever. Absolutely adore them. I hosted a group order for this set just so that I could get this photo card. And then I ended up, I think one of my friends had an extra. And then I think I just bought this one on Bayou or something like that. And then we have some Sector 17 starting on this page, and then the rest are here. I think this is his Target photo card. I have June's Target photo card as well, but it's not on this binder. I can't remember why, but it's fine. Yeah, I loved this concept as well. I just, for some reason, I really like just like the simple white outfits. I think they look really cute. And then we have FML and, does this spill the field? 17th Heaven. 17th Heaven in the middle, and then FML at the top and bottom. Pink hair. I clearly love pink hair on idols. This is more 17th Heaven. These Woozies, top tier. Love them. Oh my god, absolutely adore them. The green cardigan, the sunglasses, some of his best work. And we have a little bit more, actually, this is 17 is right here, and then I think the rest are Spill the Fields, is that correct? These two are 17 is right here, and the rest are Spill the Fields, and this is DK's lucky draw for the tour. Oh, this is Happy Birthday. So obviously, like, as you can see, there are 3 eras in one page, and that's where I was really cutting back. So when I say that I was cutting back, I guess I was not necessarily cutting back on Scoups as much as I was on just all the other ones and extra claims that I was doing for some of these past eras. And this is the rest of Spill the Fields. Love these Woozies so much. And if you're new to my channel, I haven't talked about this in a while, but Woozy is my second bias. Absolutely love him. He has been my second bias since Be the Sun tour in 2022. I think it was 2022. So yeah, I was trying to collect June in like during your choice in Attacka, and then Be the Sun happened and Woozy stole my heart. And he still has it. Let me just tell you. Yeah, more Spill of Feels. And the last page is Hype Vibes Mingyu. Like I said, I hosted for Hype Vibes, and because I wanted the unit photo cards, I just got OT2 sets for all of the pre-order benefit stores. So I just ended up with all these Mingyus, and I thought they were super cute and adorable, and I decided not to part ways with them, so I've just kept them here. But yeah, that is it for this binder. As you can tell, she is, let me see how I can show it. She is very full. She's like at her limit. Okay, moving on to my third binder. I did make a little bit of modifications to this cover as well. This binder is more Scoups. Surprise, surprise. This is everything that is not album related. So season's greetings, fan kits, DVD photo cards, trading cards, Japanese trading cards, photo books, going magazines, everything that you can imagine, like birthday boxes, everything that you can imagine that is not related to albums or pre-order benefits or fan sign photo cards or lucky draws, that's what's in here. I say that as I open on a page of Carat zones, but there are also Carat zones that are specific to tours. Like the Carat zones are more specific to fan events and like Caratland and tours. So that's why they're here and not with their respective era, because some of them you can tell that they're from an era, but most of them you can't. So that's why I have them separately in this binder. So still trying to get some of the older ones. Again, this is one of those slow collections, just like the broadcast photo cards, where I know it's going to be really hard for me to find everything. So I just put in the ones that I kind of like the most or think are most attainable here, and then I just keep working on it. And this binder is probably the one that moves the most because I'm not just adding to the back of it. I am reorganizing as I go because I have Carat zones in the front. So if I add more Carat zones, I kind of need to find a way of moving everything behind it to make sense. So this is where it's at right now. I have quite a few of his Carat zones. And then we get into DVD photo cards, and I have almost all of his DVD photo cards. I did have all of them at one point, and then they've released so many like VODs and digital codes and Blu-rays for all of their fan meetings and tours, and they've had quite a few of them recently that I'm not up to date, but I am working on it. So these are all of his older DVD photo cards, and I do get both. So if they had like DVD and Blu-ray, I do get both. Now I think it's becoming more like Blu-ray and digicode because nobody does DVDs anymore. But yeah, these are a lot of his, and again, these are like concert photo cards. So I feel like sometimes people would like split Caratland separately from like the tour DVD, but I have them all together and I try to put them in chronological order. That's where I am at, and I'm gonna definitely have to add one more page because I have some, well, actually no, look at that, I already set it up. I think, you know what, I was trying to get these two and then I noticed that they released 2 more for the holiday fan meeting, and I hadn't even seen anybody talk about it, but I found them on Mercari Japan, so I had my friend secure those for me because she has a batch going. So I tried to work on these and I ended up getting different ones that I thought were cuter, so I'll just rearrange this as I go. These are fellow trading cards. I think this was like a exhibition that they had. So I think this was for the first one. I only really care for one of the ones from the second one that they did, because I think they did Follow and Follow Again. Anyway, it's basically, he has a little like cherry pin on his shirt, and that's why I called it cherry, so I can know which one it was. Eventually I might get it, but it's not like a high priority, super rush photo card for me to get. This is more from that. I did get the full set for the Follow Fellow, including like the his photo card from like the OT13 sets. But I'm definitely not going to do that for the second round because these are a lot of them are concept photo cards. I actually really do like a lot of these. But yeah, I'm just going to focus on the ones that I really want. And then we move into Season's Greetings. So these are all Season's Greetings. I do have this one in here that goes with that one. It just helped me with my layout. Sometimes I pull it out, sometimes I keep it in. It's however I'm feeling when I'm reorganizing. Do have the 2026 Season's Greetings on the way from a friend. And then we get into fan club, like Carat Kids fan kit photo cards. So like the membership kits. And I did order it, but I guess they are like making them to order because it literally says that it'll ship in 4 to 5 months from when you place the order. So sometime in May, I will receive this photo card, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. We have, what is this? These are some like miscellaneous merch photo cards. Like I think these 3 are from the anniversary. Like they did anniversary bracelets and pendants and necklaces. So that's where I think these 3 are. I think actually these 4 are from that. This was just the first time that he wasn't dressed in white for some reason. These are from like the holiday merch. And then this one is a very odd one. It was like from some sort of event. Is it from, I can't remember what, 17 and 20. I honestly can't remember very well. I just know that I remember seeing it and it was the first like full body photo card that I really, really, really wanted. And it was super hard to find because there were barely any in existence. And I ended up buying it. Finally biting the bullet, and I was like, you know what, this is one of the photo cards that I really, really want, have been looking for ages, desperately want it, I'm just gonna get it. And then immediately everybody started posting it for much less. So I have a bone to pick with her, but I love her so much. So it's okay, it's fine. Everything is fine. These are birthday box photo cards. I finally got this one. I did buy his birthday box for these 2. Did not buy his birthday like bag this year. I like the idea of what they're doing. I think it's really cool, but it's extremely expensive. And I just did not want to pay that amount of money right now. So I have everything except for the latest one. And I honestly don't even think I'm going to try to find the photo cards because I know the photo cards are going to be overpriced because the bag was so expensive to begin with. But I did get his last birthday box number 1 because I never got this one. So finally got the other one, which is like the cuter version. And then we have some more like merch photo cards. So this is from the like shot glass and like cup set that he made. And then the umbrella. This is also birthday box, and then 17 Cafe. And then these are like in the soup Nana Tour, Nana BNB photo cards. They all have the same vibe. They all kind of like have the same meaning to them. Like the show or like the, yeah, I guess the show themselves have very similar meanings, which is just, you know, an escape for 17 to relax. So I put them all together because they kind of give off the same vibes. And I did get this unit one. This one's coming from that Bayou batch as well. And I have some photo cards back here, and the rest of the photo book photo cards are here. We have some Social Club, the name 17, the last one that they did, Going Magazine. This is from the Windbreaker. My friend traded with me because she got into like the fan party event the day before the concert. And she pulled coops. And then I pulled, she just wanted to trade with me so that I could get coops, and then she traded the one that I gave her for June. So it all worked out. But yeah, this one was from either that event, or you could get it if you bought the Windbreaker. You got 1 out of 13, and I did buy the Windbreaker. Weaver's Calm, and this is the Oxalotl photo card. I know those are like, I'm probably never gonna get them. I really don't want to talk about this one because I feel like people are exploiting it to like a degree that is not cool. But yeah, they're in here because who knows. But moving on, this section, I just put this here because everything back here is basically trading cards. So trading cards from either Carat Land or Tours, Korean and Japanese. And I have all the Korean ones at the front and the Japanese ones at the back because the Japanese ones are wider, and I need to keep my old pages for these. So we do start with Carat Lands. And I do have not just the trading cards, but like some of the other ones that came with some of the merch items in here as well, because they're specific to this concert or fan meeting or whatever. And then eventually I start transitioning into the Korean concerts. Trading cards, so we have Incomplete, Power of Love, Follow, Follow Again. I do also have like their home photo cards as well. I have, I think, all of these on the way. Actually, no, I think these two I did not get, but all the other ones I do have on the way. And this is D-Icon, and the reason it's back here is because they have both sized photo cards. So instead of putting it with the photo book photo cards, it's just, I didn't want like one page just sticking out past, so I put them back here so that they can easily transition into all the Japanese trading cards. So we have some from like We Make You, Happy Ending, I Know Chigara, Dream, and then the rest are like home. Oh, I guess I did like Japanese home, like Japanese albums, home, and then the concert ones. So or like the tour ones. We have Ode to You, Diamond Edge, Ideal Cut, Hanabi, Hare, Haru, etc. And in the back, I just have some like the stamp rallies and some of like the fan club renewal ones, like the Japanese fan meeting and fan club renewals, because they are wider as well. And I think for these, I just tried to put them in chronological order as best as I could. And then this back page is just like, I didn't have space for this one, and then I didn't know where to put the lenticular for her director's cut, so they're just chilling here. This is kind of like my parking lot like extra photo card page until I like managed to reorganize everything else. Let's move on to the last A5 binder. A5, A4, last A4 binder. I knew this video was going to be very long, but it is at like 45 minutes. And I still have this one and then my 3 A5 binders to go through. I'm gonna try to breeze through these because my main collection is Scoups anyway. So this binder is all of my OT13, excluding Scoups, so like I guess OT12, basically every single other member that is not Scoups. These are all their album photo cards. I do not collect OT13 album photo cards, but I have gotten a lot of them throughout my collection journey. I've traded some, I've kept some. All of my old ones before I even started collecting, I chose to keep. So these 2 photo cards are from Going 17. My very first 17 album that I ever purchased was Going 17. It was a Make It Happen version. I bought it at the beginning of like, I think I bought it at the beginning of February on eBay because purchasing albums on like Amazon or any local store was just not a thing yet. And this was February 2020. I bought that album. I knew I wanted to get into 17. I really loved that album. I said the first album I'm gonna get is Going 17. The second one I'm gonna get is An Ode because those are my favorite albums right now. I bought it, and then everybody was sent home because of COVID. And we were quarantined and on lockdown and shut down for over a year. 2 weeks into being locked up in my apartment, the package arrived at the very end of March with this album. I opened the album and I think you're supposed to get a regular album photo card, like a member, and then a unit photo card, and I pulled these 2 instead. I pulled 2 member photo cards instead of 1 and a unit. And at the time, I didn't really care for the unit photo card, so I was very happy to see that. But yeah. Moving through, I'm probably just gonna try and go through this one pretty quickly because it's just so you can see what album photo cards I have for all the other members. I will say this Wonu is the only first press on this page. because it was the only album, like teenage album, that I was able to purchase at the time, when, you know, you could still sparingly find first press teenage albums. So everything else is, I hosted a group order. I ordered a few albums for myself when they did the re-release. So yeah, and here are the rest of the teenage ones, and then I have director's cut here and here. I really like the concept, this version of You Make My Day. So I got a full page of these two sets from You Make My Day because I really love them a lot. And then we have You Made My Dawn, and then we get into an ode. And I do have quite a few of an ode because this is kind of where I really was like, oh man, I really love so many of the other members' photo cards. So this is kind of what made me want to start this binder and have photo cards from the other members for all of the eras. A lot of these I already had pulled from my album, since the albums come with 4 photo cards each. And yeah, in my quest to find coupes, I also found it really hard to get rid of photo cards that I had pulled myself in my albums. It's gotten to a point where I've hosted group orders. I have a lot of albums on the way, so I don't do that anymore. I do sometimes keep some photo cards that I've pulled, but I'm not like so like I need to keep photo cards that I've pulled from my album. I've just kept what I liked. We have a straggler over here, but it's, yeah. Yeah, and then we have Semicolon. Semicolon was the first album that and the only album actually, that I collected OT13 for. And it was because I was on the quest to find the photo books for each member, and I do have them for each member. I ended up getting some of them on Mercari Japan because it was just a pain. Like, I kept getting batched when I would buy on like Amazon, because again, there weren't a lot of options for buying K-pop albums when that album was released. So it was really hard for me to get everything. I ended up pulling like the group photo book so many times, even though I was ordering first press albums. It was an interesting time, and it was painful, but I did collect every single thing, all of the inclusions, circle card, oval card, unit cards, and the photo cards, and the photo books. So yeah, but yeah, I've just scrolled through Attaka, Face the Sun, Sector 17. This is where June's Target version is. I don't know why I have some over here and then that one Jonghan over there. Don't ask me. That's how I set it up one time, and it's just stayed like that. I only have one page for FML because I didn't really love the concept for that era. And then obviously all the Woozies for 17th Heaven. How could I not? I have a lot of 17th Heaven because I really like that era a lot. And then I think I only have like 1 or 2 pages of 17 is right here. I did really like the Carat version, I will say. Again, listen, just the white shirt for some reason. Really like how that looks. These DKs, oh my god, I love those so much. And then we do have some Spill the Feels, Towel Vernon. I wanted Wonu, but just no. People overprice that photo card way too much, and I'm just not willing to pay that much for that photo card. These Woozies, oh my god, Woozie, he was doing his thing here, okay? He was doing such a good job in all of these eras with his photo cards. Do have his broadcast here as well. This is one page where I do know that I have some non-album photo cards in here, particularly these 3 Woozies, and it's because those were the only non-album photo cards that I kept from Happy Birthday. I think there's like 1 Joshua in the other binder, but it just didn't make sense for me to try to put it in the other binder, have this whole page that binder is already so full as it is. So I just kept it over here because it was easier. And then I do have the unit photo cards back here. So we have Busok Soon, Banana Boo, love it, and the Cherry. Oh my god, so good. These 2 of my favorite photo cards. I love this Potato Chip DK so much. And then we do, so that was Second Wind. We do have Teleparty. I clowned and I bought the broadcast kit. So it came with all 3 photo cards and the Lego set because I love Legos. I collect Legos. I have 2 large shelves here in my living room. I love Legos. And when I saw that, I was like, I just need it because it's, having Legos and doing DIY stuff and building stuff is very just part of my personality. So it felt right getting Busoksun's set, little broadcast set. The music plant photo cards are so cute as well. Love this page. This is one of those few pages where it's like the whole page is filled out, and I love how it looks because it's so consistent. This is what I aspire to have, but it's really hard when you're putting a lot of different photo cards together on one page. So this is the only time where I will accept it, where it's so consistent. Then we have Beam, Hoshiwuzi, and I think, is this broadcast or fan party? I think this is, I can't remember. I think this is broadcast. Yeah, I needed that woozy desperately. And that is, I think, oh, and then I do have, again, because I ordered so many albums for Hype Vibes, and I got a lot of the OT2 sets so that I could keep the unit photo cards, I do have enough to just keep all of the Mingyus. And the Mingyus were super cute, so I just kept all of them. And then these are from the regular albums. No, wait, we are on the regular albums. I got really confused for a sec, but I have pre-order benefits for the units in here just because I didn't split them up. Didn't think it was necessary to split them up since there are less album photo cards. I've just always kept them together. It's a little messy, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, because they're kind of split up weirdly, but anyway, that's how I have it set up right now, and that's how I'm keeping it. So these are his album photo cards. I thought they were super cute, so I kept them, including dupes of the unit photo cards. So yeah, that's it for this binder. Let's move on to all of my A5 binders. My first A5 binder is my Mini Boo collection. I, at some point, wanted to get a lot of Seungkwan's photo cards because I thought they were super cute, and I did just that. So I started this little mini collection for him. So I have some of his album photo cards. I don't have all of them by any means, just the ones that I thought were like super cute and that I wanted to get for myself. And I really like the little setup that I have. So I obviously already had the semicolon one, so that one was easy. I actually did not have to buy a lot of his photo cards. A lot of them I had already pooled. So that's why I decided to do this. One of my all-time favorites. I love this Boo with the little teddy bear. And then I do have some extra BSS ones in here. I love this page. It's super adorable. This one, oh my god, so cute. I do have a dupe banana just because I love that photo card a lot. This set is also a 10 out of 10. I really like this set as well. And then I'm just gonna keep putting photo cards in here as I see. And then I do have his broadcast for home. Absolutely adore this photo card. I saw it on, I think, Polka Market for a really good price. And since I know that Scoups is going to be absolutely impossible to get, and I absolutely adore Seungkwan, this black hair on him is one of my favorites. Home has some of my favorite, not Home, You Made My Dawn has some of my favorite songs on that album, including Getting Closer, and I'm just like, sunflowers are my favorite flowers. It's just, it made sense. I really wanted it, so I bought it. This was also another one that's so good. We have some Your Choice, and then some random Sector 17. This is Second Wind, Face the Sun, you know, exclusives, pre-order benefits, fan sign photo cards, etc. And oh my god, these three, adore. These are from I Know Tigara. The same like concept where Scoups is wearing the glasses that I said I absolutely adore. Same one, love it so much. And then we get into the little pink boos. These are all Japanese photo cards, either album photo cards or pre-order benefits. And then I just have some random ones in the back that I've just gotten in sets or pulled in group orders, and just haven't wanted to part ways with them because they're so cute. Also, look at this sleeve. Isn't it so pretty? Oh my god. This is also Meow Cafe. These pages and these sleeves are Meow Cafe, and I got them for these A5 A5 binders because they're kind of see-through, so you can kind of still see the back of the photo cards. But it is opaque, so you don't see through all the way to the other page, since you do have some space around these. So super happy with those. But yeah, let's move on to the next binder. This is my other A5 binder that is this design. These are the Luca Lab binders. I really like these a lot. And obviously I got blue and pink for obvious reasons. This is honestly just a random catch-all of some of the extra non-album photo cards that I have for all the other members that are not seungkwan. There may be like one seungkwan in here that snuck in. Who knows? I don't remember what I put in here. But this is basically anybody that's not Scoups, and that is not like an album related photo card, so Korean album I should specify. So this is all like Japanese photo cards, and then like some trading cards and some DVD cards and some just the catch-all of everything that's not related to Korean releases. So we have some Fallen Flower photo cards. Oh my god, these two so good. And then some more Japanese album photo cards. Love the little pink theme, the watermelon Hoshi. Absolutely adore him. The little blue theme. I love the little decorations on their nose, I guess. This photo card, oh my god. The moment I saw the previews for the Carat version for expiration date, I knew I really wanted this one. So I joined for 2 Carat version albums, and I ended up pulling him in the group order. So I was very happy about that. And then I did pull this Mingyu as well. Super cute. He's hollow. And then we have these Woozies. These are venue photo cards from expiration date as well. He has a little sticker on his nose, and oh my god. I hosted for the venue photo cards, and I just needed to keep Woozy for myself because holy crap, these are so adorable. So stinking cute. Then we have some DVD photo cards. OTU is, I think, probably my favorite concert of theirs, my favorite tour of theirs. I really wish I had gotten into them a little bit earlier so that I could see them live. But also, I think that was a tour that got canceled anyway because of COVID. So I don't know. Point is, I love a lot of the photo cards from this DVD. I did get Woozy from my friend, like through my friend with her buy batch. So he is on the way. The other one that I really like is Jonghan with his pink hair, but I know that I'm never gonna be able to find that one because he's one of the most expensive members. He has pink hair, super expensive. I think I pulled all of these photo cards. How many came? I think maybe 3 came, so I think I pulled 3, and then I maybe bought Boo or something, or maybe I bought, I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure I pulled Broccoli Mingyu, and I was so happy about it because these 2 were the ones that I desperately wanted. I bought these from a friend just because they're super cute, and I love they're all like really purple and the vibes are just super cute. And then I started this little mini collection for Woozy. I wasn't planning on getting his DVD photo cards, but I noticed that a lot of his DVD photo cards, he has a towel wrapped around his arm, his wrist, and I thought that was super cute and endearing. So I bought most of the photo cards where he's doing that. I think there's like one more that I couldn't find for a good price, so I was like, I'll be fine with these 3 for now. But a lot of like these photo cards for Woozy came in sets, so I just ended up with the other photo card that was in that set for all of them. So yeah, and then I have some of the Follow Fellow photo cards. Absolutely love these. My friend was in Korea and she got like the packs, and I got Woozy through her, so super happy about that. And then some more Caratland photo cards, Carat Zones. Love the glasses, always love the glasses. Beam, well, it's Beam, but it's the Warning concert, similar to Scoups and Mingyu's Double Up. I'm eventually gonna probably get like his PC set photo cards, but I did get this one when it did release. Love the little buzz cut with his pink hair. Oh my god, I miss him so much. And then I did get some of these like other merch items. So I did get the bowl set. I use it every single day. one of the best purchases I've ever made. Honestly, buying stuff that you can actually use that comes with cute photo cards is the best. I use Scoups' cups every single day as well. So the one other thing that I really wanted to get was Mingyu's pan, because I knew I was going to be using the crap out of that, but I never got it when it was released. And then now whenever they do the pop-ups in the US, they're just overpriced because of shipping costs and whatnot. So I haven't tried to find it, and it's obviously sold out at this point, so I probably never will get that one. But I really wanted it as well because it was just a really useful item. And then I did get June's OCL plushies, so here he is. I just thought they were really cute, and they're scented. And then these are from the TTT magazines and trading card sets. So I don't know why they stopped doing TTT. I thought it was really cool, and I thought we were gonna get OT13, but they obviously forgot about it. So I did get, like, I do have one TTT magazine from each member. They only did release one, but they have, like, they each come with 1 out of 4 photo cards. I only got 1 per each member and just kept the photo card that I pulled, which for Hoshi was this one. For Dino, it was this one. I actually joined a group order for this one. And then the trading card sets for Hoshi and for Bittersweet, which is not part of TTT, but it was treated like it was. Those came with selfie photo cards for, like, the special photo cards in the trading card sets. So I did collect those fully. So I have both of Hoshi's, I have both of Monu, and both of Mingyu's. Again, Bittersweet is not related to TTT, but they did all the things for it as if it were. And then I did get the Woozy ones. And then this Woozy is the only one that I traded. And actually I think I traded with my sister because she ended up pulling him because I needed Woozy glasses. And then Vernon was when they stopped doing the selfie photo cards for the trading card sets. So I only have his one TTT photo card that I pulled. Okay, sorry if that cut off, but I keep getting told that I don't have storage, so I'm gonna try to breeze through the last bit of this. But I really wanted the one with the black goggles, but that one was really hard to find, so I just kept that one. And then we have just some random Polaroids back here, some Social Club, absolutely Apple Goo, and cheap DK. I know those are, people really love those. My friend was selling them because she just didn't want them in her collection anymore, and I was able to snag them. And then we have some selfie photo cards from Incomplete, first concert trading cards that I ever bought for myself. And I pulled all of these. Actually, I think I ended up trading or buying for Hoshi, but so happy with those. And then just some random catch-all, like, Stamp Rally photo cards back here. And larger trading cards, Japanese trading cards. So that is it for this binder. We have one more left and then I'll be done. Okay, this is my last binder, and this is the only official binder that I have from 17, and it's from Carat 2021. I really love the design of this one, and I knew that I really wanted it, so I was able to find it for a good price after the fact, after it had been a while. Super happy I got it. But yeah, this final binder is basically some OT13 sets, like when you buy items that come with their OT13 sets. So some of the full sets are in here, like in the Soup and Nanator. I think they're all in here. And then I have some OT13 sets that were in here once upon a time, but it just got so full that I was like, I need to just keep the ones that I like the most. So that's what I have in here. And this is how I organized in the Soup. So we have from the photo book and from the VOD, like pre-order, I think. So for both in the Soup 1 and in the Soup 2. So all the members except Coops, obviously, because he is in his own binder. Super, super cute. I love how these pages look all together. I was so happy when I figured out this arrangement. I was like, this is it. These look super cute. So that's in the Soup. And then I think this is Nanator. It most definitely is Nanator. But because Coops isn't in here, it kind of fits perfectly in these 4 pocket pages, because then you have exactly 3 pages per set because you have the 12 remaining members. This is from like one of the DVDs. Again, just kept the ones I like the most. I think this is from Nanator. This one's actually in the middle of all of these, even though it's not related, because it's a similar concept and they're outdoors and they have flowers. But I think this is from Nana B&B. So slightly different because Jonghan isn't here. But yeah, have all of them. And then I'm missing Dino because one of my photo card sets was just missing a Dino for some reason. I don't know why, but I have all of the unit photo cards here. Yeah, that one was really weird. I don't know why it was missing, but it's fine. And then Coops isn't here because he's obviously in, because yeah, these are from Nanator, so Coops is in his own binder. And then I did get the first set of photo books of like the unit photo books because I really liked like the tangerine and the apple. And then the one that includes Coops for obvious reasons, and then I just never got around to getting the others too. And then I think some of these are from like membership kits, some are from Season's Greetings, some are from VODs. Some are the OT13 sets that you got with the 17 Is Right Here album. And some are from the deluxe versions. And Going Magazine is at the back. I really like how these 2 pages ended up being laid out. I think they look really cool. These 2 are from A Season's Greetings. But yeah, that is it. That is the very last binder I have for 17. I'm just going to leave it here because I really like the design. But that is it. If you made it all the way to the end, I give you props because this video is probably either an hour long or over an hour long. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I love talking about my collection, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. And then hopefully I will see you in part 2 for all of my non-17 binders. That video will probably be closer to 30 minutes maybe, just because I have a lot less. I have, I think, 4 or 5 A5 binders and only 1 A4 binder. So look forward to that. But if you watched this video and you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.
우리 똥철이 볼빵빵했죠?